Well, good morning. We've had a drop in by Mr. Kevin, borrowing a big socket for a sprocket. A socket for a
That's
sprocket.
right.
Yeah. Hey, he got into his shop yesterday a Norton that was what is it, 72 or
It's
3?
a 72.
Yes.
Yeah, Norton.
And it was last tagged when? Back in 1990 something?
Yeah, 98, I believe. And maybe even before then, I have to check. And this guy claims that's when he parked it,
Okay.
98. And it ran when he parked it.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
So it's been sitting somewhere, and it is so thick with dirt and compacted grease that. Well, yesterday we looked at it. We took a spray bottle of water and washed the tank and side covers, and they actually look pretty good. They're black, and the front fender is stainless steel, and there are no dents in it. And it actually looks to be a pretty complete bike, but it is so dirty. We had an idea. He or we or I or he could spend 5 or 6 hours
Yeah.
with our own pressure washers trying to cut through the grease on that engine to get to the bike to find out whether or not there is actually a bike under all that dirt. You know, right now we're not sure. It might be a shell. So we contacted a company that has a steam cleaning truck. They send the truck to your shop and steam clean anything you want. And they're going to be at his shop next Wednesday and steam clean that bike for less money to the client than if we tried to clean it by hand.
Absolutely.
So this is a new experience for us. The only thing that we're going to worry about is making darn sure there's something stuffed into the intake air filters if they're not already sealed. Other than that, there's no problem with steam cleaning the bike, a bike in this condition anyway. And so that's what the plan is.
Mm-hmm.
So at this point in time, Kevin's going to take the sprocket socket that he's borrowed and go home and work on a bike in his shop. And as soon as he can, he will take some video of that black Norton Dirty Dan.
There you go, Dirty Dan.
Dirty Dan. And send it to me, and I will publish it so you can see what's happening. And then when that guy comes by Wednesday, give me a heads up. Maybe I'll come out and watch.
Okay, yeah, he's supposed to be there between 11 and 1, and when he shows up, I'll give you a holler. I'm sure he'll give me a notice and say he's coming. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah,
We'll
absolutely.
do a little follow-up on that, and you'll be able to see the results. This actually could be fun.
Yeah.
All right, and maybe we'll be able to salvage that bike. Maybe it's not as bad as it looks on first glance. All right, so later, I'm going to go back to working on this green Triumph.
All right, it's raining, so shop's pretty crowded today. Can't push things out, but there is Dirty Dan. Have to excuse this other blue one there. She's been rode hard and put away wet. Let me get a little closer here, and you can see all the nastiness in there. Like Frank said, we did clean off that. Fenders look pretty good, just nasty. It's gonna require a lot of new parts. I'm not sure how much money the guy's gonna want to put into it. We shall see.
Well, here we are at Kevin's shop. We've rolled Dirty Dan outside, the guy with the steam cleaners on his way. We don't know if we'll be cleaning it here in the backyard of his shop or if we'll be rolling it out to the end of the driveway. Excuse me, the alleyway out into the street or out in front of his house. When the guy gets here, we'll talk about what's the best way. We took the tank off, side covers off, battery out. Kevin's going to pull the coils off too. Why not? Just to expose as much of it as we can so the steam cleaning will clean as much as it can. This is a good idea. So it's a 750 and it seems to be basically all there, which is really cool.
Yeah, the box is missing, but that's not a bad thing. Huh, what'd all this go to?
What's that? Oh, wires.
Yeah, wires.
They go somewhere. Okay, this thing's this. Anyway, we'll get this thing sprayed and see what we can find underneath all this dirt. You can see the thickness of what we're cleaning off and how it would literally take hours and hours and hours by hand, even with a home pressure sprayer, of which we do happen to have one. It wouldn't touch this stuff. So we're going to see what live steam does. We're even going to have them hit the painted parts on the inside. And let's see. Tires held air long enough to get them out of it. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Yeah. So after we get this done, I'll take another video to show you the aftermath.
yeah. If there's anything left.
Yeah. The whole thing might dissolve, you never know. Kind of cool.
Yeah.
Now this is fun. A lot of rebuilding.
Yep.
Got to get that luggage rack off of there. That was never a good idea. These frames are very weak right here. And I think if you look at this, you can see this is bent. Right here.
The frame.
Right here.
Ooh.
You see just a slight bend?
Yeah.
That's from this weight. There's nothing holding that up. That's why you're really not supposed to put luggage rack or even saddlebags onto a Commando. So we'll get that off of there. All right,
Yeah.
let's get the guy here and show him the setup and see what he wants to do. This ought to be really interesting.
Rain's coming tonight.
Of course, yeah. Well, I appreciate this because I thought, yeah, it ain't gonna happen tomorrow.
Well,
yeah.
I had a little window because everybody is kind of holding off all the week. So
Yeah.
I opened up the weekend and then I had a little bit of time.
Wow.
All right, man. We will get out of your way. You do your thing.
Well, let's talk about what it is we want to do on there. As you can see, it's pretty cruddy. This is the worst part is down here where all the oil and grease just solidified into solid. Believe it or not, that's supposed to be silver down there. And then under the fenders, under the engine, really badly.
Okay.
And everything else you can see.
You know what?
There's nothing that can be hurt by the steam.
Let's move in the alley.
Yeah,
There you
let's
go.
just put it
Yeah, I'm looking at that going, nah.
Let's put it down on the ground out
Yeah.
here.
Okay. Yep. So it's on a
Hang
center
on,
stand.
I'll be right there. Hang on.
Okay. Yeah. So we're just.
All right, we've moved it out here. Give a better shot at it. Going to use house power rather than the generator.
Yeah, just British bikes. Yeah. Frank's been doing it forever, and then I retired.
All right, he's fired up the boiler, warming up the steam. Beautiful day. It's windy, but not bad. Pretty clouds in the sky, nice and warm. And we will do more detail as this progresses. Live steam.
It's gonna look like a different bike.
It really is.
see a professional work.
Looking good. Things are progressing nicely. You know, it's interesting. That's live steam. A lot of pressure, a lot of heat. It's doing a beautiful job, but it's not a panacea. I mean, it's not easy. You have to get in there. It's hard work. The guy is working really hard on that. You think you'd stand back a few feet and spray it down, everything would just come sliding off a great big piece of grease. Yeah, that's not happening. We got to get in there and burn it off a little bit at a time, very specifically. And you just can't beat this with a stick. I mean, this is already looks better. The good news is we spoke with this fella for a while. He loves old motorcycles. So, that's nice. He is certainly hitting it from all angles. This is incredible. Well, we're on the second tank of water, and it's a big tank. It's interesting, the steam cleaning is sort of reminiscent of when I had my vapor blaster. And people would see the videos of vapor blasting study parts and having them come out beautiful without realizing that it was probably a setup, because it took a lot of effort to vapor blast parts and get them clean. A lot of effort, a lot of time. People didn't understand. I finally stopped doing it and got rid of the vapor blaster. It was not worth the time. And then I found somebody who does vapor blasting, and I let him do it. Goes back to the old philosophy of don't do part-time what somebody else does full-time. Hire the expertise. Frankly, even if I had all this equipment, I wouldn't want to be doing this job. All right, we're coming up to the final details. We started at about 3:15, right?
No, closer to
3:30?
3:30. Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So it's almost 2 hours,
Yeah. Wow.
give or take. Yeah.
Yeah.
He hadn't stopped.
No. That's actually a motorcycle has emerged. All right, I'm going to do. The sun's coming out. That's nice. Get a light, good light on this. I'm just going to take a close up around it, do a walk around. Look at that. Remember how that engine was all black down at the base? You see, now this is very much like we were talking on the comments about sonic cleaners and vibrating cleaners cleaning parts. And I've tried them, and they clean parts, but they don't polish and make them shiny. Well, this is the same thing. It takes off all that dirt, all that grease, gets us back to the bike. But the end result is not shiny, bright, show quality. It's clean. This is a starting point. That's why we're here, to get a starting point. And now, as we work on this bike, all of this stuff is going to come apart. That's going to come apart. Handlebars probably be replaced. And cleaning the head, it's going to be wire wheel and wire brush with S100 and getting down to the cracks and crevices. That's what we do in the shop when we work on bikes. So we have now found the motorcycle underneath all that grime, and this is a really good starting point. And that was the objective.
Yep.
So now what the client wants us to do is hook up a battery, hook up an external gas tank. We're going to take the carburetors apart and clean them, put them back on, drain the sump, put fresh oil in it. And anything else before we do a kicker on it?
No.
Okay, basically that.
Get the motor running.
Yes, and then check to see if we have spark. If we have spark, we're going to use an external battery, external gas tank, and fresh oil, and see if the bike will start. If it will start, then the client will have enough confidence in it to possibly go on with the project. At least it'll give him a point to start from. So that's where we are. We have found a motorcycle underneath of all that grease and grime, and this has been a damn good day. All right. This is the gentleman who just cleaned that Norton for us and found the motorcycle underneath all of that dirt. I'm going to let him introduce himself and tell you his name. And Desert Steam here in Phoenix, Arizona. If you're in the local areas, this is a good guy to know. Say hi.
Hello, my name is Colin with Desert Steam Detail. If I can help you out with your car, truck, SUV, RV, or boat, we're surface specialists, so we can pretty much take care of anything you got. So if you're in the Phoenix area, we'd love to help you out.
And see, what's really cool is he said RV, and you all may have been watching the videos lately. That new to me RV that I just bought, it's in really good condition, but it's starting to show its age on the outside. So I'm going to have him down to my house to take a look at it and see what can be done, and then make a decision on that also. So, okay, Kevin.
Best part of the day. Pay the man.
Pay the man. Pay the man.
That's all right, man. Thank you.
So much.
Very good. Thank you very much.
No problem.